We're going to talk about the skimmers right quick. In this particular pool, you've got two drains in the bottom, and you've got two drains in the bottom of the spa. The skimmers, you've got a skimmer over there for the pool, and this skimmer here is for the waterfall, which is over there. This skimmer needs to be checked also. And you can see it looks pretty clean now. That's because it was just recently checked. The skimmer's got one little leaf floating on the top, and that's about it. That's in good shape.
And how do we clean them?
How do you clean them?
Can you
Very
show us
simple.
real quick, how to clean it? So therefore,
You pull them up, the whole unit, shake it like that. Now the main thing is, sometimes you might leave a leaf in there.
okay.
I don't care about that, but it's those sticks for this type of skimmer, because they float. I don't really care for them. I like the flaps.
Okay.
And then you just set it back in there and it works fine.
Okay. So what happens if you leave sticks or trash and you don't clean it?
Sometimes that skimmer is going to get stuck. If that skimmer gets stuck in a position that's too high and that pump is on, it's going to overheat that pump
Oh,
because it's looking for water.
so it can break. Yeah, it can break something on
It
this.
can literally burn your pump out. Some of them do have a shut off on them, but a lot of them don't. If it's the older pumps, and because it's looking for water to suck.
Yeah.
Sometimes, if it's too clogged and it can't suck, it'll literally suck through a crack in the pipe and create a seam in the pipe.
So it will get air from, or it will get water.
Air from water or something from somewhere. It'll find it, and that's how you get pinholes and little breaks in your pipe and stuff like that. It's not from the pressure going out, but it's from that motor,
From the suction,
from the suction.
vacuum.
Yeah.
What about could it cause a leak?
In your pool,
Yeah, like it could cause a leak from the water going through it.
it could. It could cause a leak from the water underground. Although very few pools, for some, have leaks underground. Most of the leaks are in that common area that we were just talking about. Okay.
Okay.
And one of the reasons is because if it's in the concrete, it's normally sealed by the concrete. So
All right, and it will be very slow.
It'll be a very slow leak. You won't ever notice. Let's look at that waterfall pump right quick. That's kind of unique. This one right here is your waterfall pump. It's just like your pool pump,
Okay.
except that the inside is a little more easier to handle. Just flip that switch right there, and that's it. A lot of people want to know what this is.
Yes. What is that one for?
That's a freezer.
It's a what?
It's a freezer, anti-freezer. And what it-
Anti-freezing.
If
Also
the-
keep the temperature for
If the water temperature gets below 41 degrees, and I have it set at 39,
Ah.
the pump will turn on automatically, and that keeps the pipes from freezing.
Oh, so
The pump's
kind of like same thing for the spa with the automatic,
Yes.
but
Yes.
it will be for the waterfall.
Yes. There's one here for the pool also.
Oh.
See this one down here?
And all those automatic systems can so they will allow you to run the pump on the winter as well.
Yes, that's what they're for.
Okay.
These freeze pumps automatically turn your pump on if you're at home at night, and they'll turn on. If you're away for a couple of days and it starts freezing here, they'll automatically turn your pump on.
Okay. So what about the water that stays on the piping on the winter time?
Well,
How do you
that's-
keep them from freezing?
This right here.
With the same thing, you will recirculate
Yes.
hot water.
It's got a little wire right here,
Uh,
and the wire reads the temperature of the air.
okay.
And that's what allows us to turn on,
Got
not
it.
whether or not the pipe's freezing. And we
So
all
it-
know that water freezes at a colder temperature than the air is.
Yeah.
So you might get, the air might be 32 degrees, but the water's actually only 45.
Yeah,
You know
but
what I'm
still,
saying? But it's still going to turn on because it's
Safety.
better- Safety first.
and you can put it on a way that it will recirculate the water through the piping.
Yes, well this will work. This turns on everything, and so does that one.
Okay.
And it runs just like it does in the summertime.
Okay.
Okay?
Let's check out that waterfall.
Let's look at this pump right here. I just replaced this pump over here, and you can see how quiet it is. It was winding really bad. We're going to turn this pump on so you can hear how loud this pump is
Compared to this one.
compared to this one. And this pump winds about half as loud as this one did. So hit that switch over there for the waterfall.
Okay. Just like he showed, just up.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you can
You
hear.
hear the whining sound in here?
Yeah.
Okay, let me tell you what it could be. What happens in here is sometimes you've got a ceramic wheel that rubs up against another ceramic wheel. And if they're not moved properly, they'll literally make that noise. And you'll think that the bearings are bad. But that's the first thing you should do is clean that out first, the inside, the components between the motor and the pump itself. Between the pump itself and the motor. This section right in here. So you take it apart with this, pull this apart, and it's the components in here. And you need to lube those components. Put them back in there, turn it back on, and see if that takes that whining away.
That clamp is a V-bend?
This is a big, this clamp is the
It's a
clamp.
V-bend.
Yeah, and really that clamp is a good clamp. Over here we've got the 4 screws. Those things are a pain.
Like a flange?
Yeah, because you've got to make sure they're in there tight.
There's a line and everything?
Yes, this flange works great. I've only taken it off one time and it was about 10 years ago. This thing probably needs to be taken off and needs to be looked in there, and those components need to be lubed and put back, okay? I don't know how familiar you guys are with these type of pumps, but they're out there on YouTube, this type of pump and this type of pump, okay? But if you go out on YouTube, you look for this type of a pump, and it'll give you step-by-step instructions.
What is it called?
What is what called?
The pump.
This pump is just it's an American product pump, and it's very outdated. This is a pump for the spa.
Okay.
Okay, this is the spa pump only, but they're interchangeable. Okay, these styles work with these because
Yeah, they look very similar.
it's all about the horsepower.
Even the way the wires go through.
Yes, it's all about your whole system here is set up very similar as that one. Okay, this is 2 different units here. There wasn't all instructions on how to put them together, but once we got them apart, it was pretty easy to put them back together. You just got to remember how each one went back in, and it worked fine. Right now I got too much air in there. Okay, I'll have to fix that down the road. But I think I've got a leak in one of my pipes up here, just a small prick leak. And
That one?
I can seal that up. But yeah, this needs to be taken apart and it needs to be lubed, put back together. That's what I do first. That's going to cost you about $15 for the lube and $25 for the labor if you got somebody that'll do it for you for free almost.
All right. Before we finish the video, can you turn the waterfall on so I can show them?
Yeah, that's good. This is the waterfall again, and we're going to just do a quick walk around so you can see how it works. Turn it on. First thing you do is you go to your skimmer, because you want to make sure your skimmer is working properly. There's your waterfall water, and you see it coming down, but that doesn't mean anything. You want to make sure that this skimmer is working properly. And you can see that it is.
So you want to see that kind of like the whirlpool?
Yeah, you want to make sure that it's pulling it down really well.
Okay.
Okay?
If it's not, it means that you actually have something. Make sure you remove the debris.
Make sure that's clean before you turn the thing on, before you turn anything on. And then there's your waterfall over there. This is Clyde.
All right.
You don't have to worry about Clyde. Okay, Clyde is another story. We'll talk about him in the next chapter, okay? Thanks,
Okay.
guys.